In this video, we'll review how to solve basic absolute value equations. So here are the general steps. First, you want to isolate the absolute value, if necessary, if it's not already isolated. Then you're going to write two equations. Remember that neither of those two equations will have absolute value signs, and the constant sides are going to be opposites. And then you're just going to solve. So here's our first example. So we're going to solve this one. So first thing I want to do is isolate the absolute value. So I see right now I've got this minus 12 in the way and also this 5. So first I'm going to add the 12 to both sides to give me 5. Absolute value of 3x plus 4 equals 25. Let's see, I've still got this 5 in the way, so I better divide both sides by 5 to give me absolute value 3x plus 4 equals 5. Here's where I'm going to write my two equations now because I have my absolute value isolated. So one of them will look exactly like this equation I have, just I'll drop the absolute value sign to say 3x plus 4 equals 5. The other will look almost the same except for I will make the 5 negative because 3x plus 4 can either be 5 or it can be negative 5. So now I'll solve them each individually. On the left, I get 3x equals 1. And then I'll have x equals 1/3. On the other side, I'll subtract the 4 to get 3x equals negative 9, and I'll divide to get that x is equal to negative 3. So then I have my two solutions. Another example here. So again, first, let's isolate the absolute value. So it means I've got to move this 4 first of all. So I'll subtract that off of both sides. Don't forget I still have this negative here. So I have negative absolute 2x plus 1 equals negative 17. Now, my absolute value is still not isolated because I've got to deal with this negative. So I'm just going to multiply both sides by negative 1, or you could divide by negative 1, doesn't matter. So I have absolute 2x plus 1 now equals positive 17. And that's good because if I had an absolute value equal to a negative number, I would know that I had no solution. So from there, I'm going to write my two equations to get 2x plus 1 equals 17. And the other will be 2x plus 1 equals negative 17. So solving from there on the left, I'll have 2x equals 16. Dividing both sides by 2 gives me x equals 8. On the other one, I'll have subtracting negative 1 from both sides gives me 2x equals negative 18. Dividing both sides by 2 gives me x equals negative 9. And so those are my two solutions.